From the Blues Hotel Collective, welcome to Blues Moments in Time, where every groove holds a memory and every moment echoes the truth of what came before. Today, we rewind the reel, trace the footsteps, and revisit the chapters that shaped the blues. Here is our host, Kelvin Huggins.
Welcome to Blues Moments in Time. Today is November 1. Let's dust off the history books and find out who was born, who passed on, and what notable events shaped the blues. Our earliest November 1st blues milestone takes us all the way back to 1898, when a woman who would become known as the Texas Nightingale was born. Sippy Wallace, born Beulah Bell Thomas, entered the world on November 1st, 1898. Between 1923 and 1927, she recorded over 40 songs for OK Records, many written by her or her brothers George and Herschel Thomas. What's truly remarkable about Wallace is that she ranked among the top female blues vocalists of her era, standing shoulder to shoulder with legends like Ma Rainey, Ida Cox, Alberta Hunter and Bessie Smith. In the 1930s, Wallace stepped away from show business to become a church organist, singer and choir director in Detroit. She performed secular music only occasionally until the 1960s, when she made a significant comeback. Her later career included appearances at the Newport Folk Festival in 1966 and 1967, tours with the American Folk Blues Festival in Europe, and performances at the Chicago Blues Festival in 1967 and the Ann Arbor Blues Festival in 1972. In an interesting twist of fate, Sippy Wallace also died on November 1st, her 88th birthday, in 1986 at Sinai Hospital in Detroit, following a severe stroke she suffered at a concert in Germany. Moving forward to 1941, November 1st marks the birth of Johnny Kendall, a Dutch blues singer who would later gain recognition in the European blues scene. While not as widely known as some of the American blues artists, Kendall represents the international reach and the influence of the blues genre beyond its American roots. One of the most intriguing November 1st events occurred in 1955 when the James Brown-fronted group The Famous Flames recorded their first demo of Please, Please, Please at the radio station in Macon, Georgia. While James Brown is often associated more with soul and funk music, his early work with The Famous Flames had strong blues influence. This recording would lead to their signing with King Records and become a top 10 R&B hit. It marked the beginning of a legendary career that would eventually earn Brown the title Godfather of Soul and influence countless blues and R&B artists in the decades to follow. November 1st, 1963, Johnny Daddy Stovepipe Watson died at the remarkable age of 96. Born in Mobile, Alabama on April 12, 1867, Watson may have been the earliest born blues performer ever to record music. His career began before 1900 in Mexico as a 12-string guitarist in early mariachi bands, and he later established himself as an entertainer with the Rabbit Foot's Minstrels, touring throughout the southern United States. By the mid-1920s, Watson was working as a one-man band on Chicago's Maxwell Street, where he acquired the name Daddy Stovepipe from the distinctive top hat he wore. He first recorded in 1924 in Richmond, Indiana, producing Sundown Blues, which is regarded as one of the most primitive blues recordings in existence. He made additional recordings in 1927 in Birmingham, Alabama, and later recorded with his wife, Mississippi Sarah, a singing and jug player. The couple's humorous musical banter made their recordings unique and special. After Sarah's death in 1937, Daddy Stovepipe returned to life on the road, working in Texas with Cajun bands and once again with Mexican mariachi ensembles. By 1948, he had returned to street performing in Chicago and was recorded again in 1960 at the age of 93, with a repertoire that had expanded to include traditional popular music tunes. His death on November 1st, 1963 from bronchial pneumonia following gallbladder surgery marked the end of a remarkable life that spanned from the post-Civil War era through the early 1960s blues revival. Interestingly, both Sippy Wallace and Daddy Stovepipe received posthumous recognition through the efforts of non-for-profit organisation Killer Blues. In Wallace's case, she was inducted into the Michigan Women's Hall of Fame in 1993, while Daddy Stovepipe's previously unmarked grave was honoured with a headstone in July 2012, following a fundraising concert at the White Lake Blues Festival. As we reflect on these November 1st blues milestones, we're reminded of how rich and textured the history of this genre truly is, from pioneering artists like Daddy Stovepipe, who was born just 2 years after the Civil War ended, to powerful female voices like Sippy Wallace, and the early recordings that would launch legendary careers like that of James Brown. November 1st has witnessed crucial moments in blues history. The blues has always been about telling stories of struggle, joy, love and resilience. Today we've explored just a few of those stories connected by a single calendar date. But these stories remind us of how the blues continues to evolve while maintaining its deep roots in American cultural history. Join me tomorrow as the Blues Hotel Collective presents Blues Moments in Time. I'm Kelvin Huggins. Until then, keep the blues alive.